that says, oh, we did good, we held the Chiefs to one possession game. That's not good enough. It's not good enough.
No, and I guess my point to you is clearly yesterday you played your best game of the year. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Defensively, yeah.
Right.
Defensively, yeah, we did.
And again, you were up against it. You lost Mike Ford to a concussion protocol. You lost Darius Slay. Quandre Diggs got hurt. You were up against it. And Brandon, you're right. If the Chiefs brought their B-plus effort or A-minus effort, you would have been blown out. The point is they didn't. You played well enough to win, but you made a series of catastrophic errors. And the problem is I'm seeing the same thing every week. If they clean that up, we could actually be pleasantly surprised here. But Brandon, they're 4 weeks in. If they don't come out to the bye week and go to Lambeau and play a clean football game and beat that team, then what are we really doing here?
It looks like 8-8 to me if you don't clean it up. And it's hard.
Which would be a shame.
It all depends on Lambeau on Monday night.
It would be a shame, too, because they show some of the necessary recipe to be a pretty good football team. Like I said it all off season. We got USA Today talking about 3-13. Vegas going with 6-10. I didn't buy that stuff. They got better on paper. They've got some of the recipe to be a good team. But my fear is they are not a well-coached operation. And you can talk about motivation and toughness, and they display it. They do. But if the devil's in the details, and if your players don't play detail-oriented football, then are you really well-coached? No. You're not. I tell you, what's up, Tom?
In their positiveness, in everything, if they won that game. So much could have been changed if they won that game, but they blew it. Typical Lions way of screwing something up when they're giving it to you. You got to take advantage of this.
Oh, I mean, listen, that
did
is
not play a good game. No,
that's probably the worst you'll see the Chiefs play.
You got to take advantage of it.
Everyone's
and
acting.
They don't take advantage of these things. They did the same thing how many years ago in Green Bay when they sacked Favre.
Well,
and they lost the last game of the year.
You're going.
They don't take advantage of these opportunities, and they do it year after year after year after year.
Yeah, I mean, Toby, listen, if you want to take that approach, go ahead. I mean, I think they played well. I'm highlighting a lot of the positives. The problem is, it was my fear going in, is that you aren't playing clean football in all three phases. The winning's going to stop, and it did stop. I mean, look, the bye week's at a good time. You can reassess. 2-1-1 before the season started. Would I have taken it? Yes. Can't lie and say I wouldn't. If you just told me you'll be 2-1-1, I would have been puzzled because ties are hard to figure out. But if you're asking me, would you take this? Knowing nothing about the season, yes. The problem is, I know what that's going to turn into if they don't stop making these mistakes. But if you want to talk division, they showed enough where I'm willing to be open-minded about that. But you got to win. You got to win. If Green Bay gets to 3-0 in this division, and you fall to 2-1, I don't know how you think you're going to win this division with less than 10 games, or maybe 11. Do the math. That's 9-2 or 8-3. The rest of the way. You got to win in Green Bay. You got 2 weeks to show it. Clean it up. Clean it up. Can you tell me why Patricia helped KC with timeouts at the end of the game? Well, Matt, part of it is you're trying to get your defense set up. You're trying to keep them out of the end zone. You're trying to do the things you need to do. I mean, you saw it last night in the Dallas and New Orleans game. New Orleans technically helped Dallas out with a timeout. They need to get their defense straight. I think that's what you're referring to. Mike, yesterday my initial reaction was maybe Patricia knows what he's doing. But then I thought about the silly mistakes, and I realized he's just a defensive coordinator, not a coach. How do you not challenge the Hail Mary? Because you can't. 2 minutes because it's a Hail Mary and there hasn't been a pass interference called on a Hail Mary in the lifetime of modern football? Guys, what are we talking? If you're asking for a penalty on a Hail Mary, you're a loser. You're begging someone to save you. Just stop. Like Mike, I don't think I'm wrong. Why do people do this?
It's because this franchise in the past, there's been a lot of justification to blaming officials in certain games, but this game's really not one of them.
I think the team took accountability. I think the players have the right attitude. Wish the fans would adjust it. Stop begging for someone to do the work for you and go do it. Go to Green Bay, go win that game. And then unequivocally, we talk about you as a divisional type team. 248-539-9797. Let's reset the deck. I want to explain a little bit about the mindset stuff. We'll do it next. 97.
So you've heard me talk about the hundreds and hundreds of happy clients that have raved about Hall Financial, right? I'm one of them. I'm in the process right now buying a home. Should be closing this week. It's such a huge purchase, guys, and it's such a purchase that you just want to get right. You know what I mean? A life thing that you want, a life moment you want to get right. That's why you want to make sure that you have the right people on your side, and that's Hall Financial. If you don't believe me, fine, go look online. They're approaching 1,000 now. I'm not joking. They're not too far away from that. They're approaching 1,000 5-star reviews. Just tons and tons of happy clients at Hall Financial. Also, they're all about service. If you want to wait 44 days to close on your loan, that's the average time in America, call the bank. But if you want to close in less than half of that, call Hall Financial. Majority of their loans close in 2 to 3 weeks. That's what they focus on, is you having a tremendous experience and accomplishing your goals fast. So call now and find out for yourself why they're getting such great reviews every month by all their clients. Call 248-308-5000 or just go and chat online at davidhallmortgage.com. Guys, can't be any simpler. Hundreds and hundreds of great reviews. You can be the next one. 248-308-5000 or go online and chat davidhallmortgage.com.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts. There's an accident as you head into the road work on 75 southbound at 9 Mile Road. It's affecting the right lane and shoulder with a backup from 14 Mile. Also be prepared for delays through construction 75 northbound from Square Lake Road to University Drive. 1 out of 4 batteries will fill this winter. Get yours tested for free during Superstart Battery Month at O'Reilly Auto Parts. If it needs to be replaced, O'Reilly has the Superstart battery for you. O'Reilly Auto Parts, better prices every day. I'm Michelle Pena on the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Jamie and Stoney. Mornings.
Coming up Tuesday at 7:25, your chance to win $2,000 in the $2 Grand Slam. And at 8:35, we'll be joined by the perfect human, Nicholas Litson.
Jamie and Stoney. Mornings, 6 to 10.
If you have frequent heartburn, take control of it with Prilosec OTC. Instead of stashing antacids everywhere, like in your junk drawer, buried under old batteries and hotel pens, or in your purse, hiding in the one pocket you won't check. You even have antacids on your nightstand, which are very hard to see in the dark. It's time you stopped stashing antacids and started taking Prilosec OTC. 1 pill a day, 24 hours, 0 heartburn.
It's possible with Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days, not for immediate relief. If you're involved in a cross-border dispute, the process can be slow and complicated. It helps to have expertise at your side. Take a closer look at ICDR, the trusted leader in international disputes, backed by the longevity and strength of the American Arbitration Association. The ICDR's highly regarded independent arbitrators and mediators are devoted to efficient, effective, and economical dispute resolution. Find out why global expertise matters. Visit ICDR.org.
Help Mother Waddles to help those in need by donating your car. Your car donation to Mother Waddles will provide food and shelter to the poorest of the poor. Call Mother Waddles today and change a life. Call 313-WADDLES.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Michael Burrow of National Benefit Plans. For affordable health insurance, call 877-734-2200.
You could win an MLB Network prize pack from 97.1 The Ticket. This October, MLB Network brings you 2 exclusive American League Division Series games. Get times and channel numbers at findmlbnetwork.com. Then sign up to win at 971theticket.com. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. A radio.com sports station. Sports headlines. All
training camp tomorrow from the Breslin Center. Ned Stefanski, who's the senior advisor to Tom Gore, says he likes the mix of veterans and young players that are gritty on the squad, as well as the depth of the entire roster.
I really believe in the offseason, with a trade, with the funds we had available in free agency, we got players here that there's no question our depth has improved. So it's going to be fun to see.
He also insinuated that he'll install some sort of load management days for veteran players and won't talk about the future of Andre Drummond's contract. Derrick Rose, meanwhile, spoke, said he thinks he's a better player than he's ever been and doubled down on why he decided to sign in Detroit.
With everything that was going on, I'm just looking for a comfortable spot to play in and just opportunity. And here is that. I got all the accolades in the past. I'm past that. Now I want to win. That's the only thing that's on my resume that I'm missing is the championship.
The team will officially open up the preseason.
You ain't finding it here.
Well, that's what he says. He'll open it up a week from today at home against Orlando. Said he was a reckless player before. Thinks that's what led to his injuries. Lions officially on their bye week won't return to action until 2 weeks from today. They head to Green Bay to take on the Packers on Monday Night Football. Well, tonight it's the Steelers and Bengals. Both teams 0-3. You can hear right here in the ticket starting at 7:30. League also suspending Raiders linebacker Vontaze Burfict for the rest of the season after his helmet-to-helmet hit on Colts tight end Jack Doyle. The Angels firing former Tigers manager Brad Ausmus after just 1 year on the job. For the ticket update desk, I'm Ryan Woolley. For more, go to 97.1 The Ticket or radio.com.
Let's get to it. So the motif for today. Oh, by the way, hi Roberto. God help me. Okay, listen. Here's the deal. In life, we like sports because sports, in many ways, teaches you about life, and there are winners and losers, and that's not just a result. It's a mindset. All right, who you are in life, it's about how you react to things. So an example, the most successful people you will meet, the winners, they look inward. They don't blame the outside world. They don't make excuses. They look inward. What do I control? What could I do better? How can I learn from this? That's what winners do. Losers take the easier way. They blame the rest of the world. They look at why they didn't get what they want, and they find a person or a thing or an outside force to assign blame to. They don't look inside. They don't look to get better. They don't look at their own house. And that's kind of the story of what I've listened to on this radio station all day. There are winners and then primarily, mostly losers. If you are calling a radio station today, blaming that loss on the officials and conspiracies and red herrings, you're a loser. And it's okay. You can be a good person and still be a loser, but make no mistake, you are in fact a loser. 60 years of this team losing has made you weak, and it's made you a loser. You didn't lose that game because of the officials. You didn't lose that game because the NFL hates you. You didn't lose that game because of some outer galactic force. You lost the game because your quarterback had an unforced fumble. You lost the game because you settled for not 1, not 2, but 3 field goals. You lost that game because on 4th and 8, you rushed 3, dropped 8, blew a cover, and 2 guys took the back out of the backfield, vacating the middle of the field, and Mahomes scampered away for it. You lost that game because you couldn't hold KC to a field goal and take it to overtime. You did those things. You. I don't want to hear about your nonsense. If I've heard people call up today and talk about a pass interference on a Hail Mary, you're a loser. See, here's what a winner does. I can sit here and I can say the Lions played really well. And Matthew Stafford played really well. And they almost played well enough to win that game. Almost. But I, as a winner, look at it and go, okay, what could they have done better where we'd be celebrating today? And that's why I pointed out the things I pointed out. That's what winners do. And that's what this franchise has to do. Look inward. How do we fix these things? How can we be better? 2 fumbles inside the 5-yard line are on you. You could say what you want. They should have done this. They should have done that. They should have blown the whistle. They should have reviewed it. You know what? Here's an idea. Play through the whistle. Don't stretch the ball out. Kenny Golladay, tackle the damn guy. Grab the damn guy. Somebody on that field be a little more self-aware. That's on you. A pass interference on a Hail Mary? Did I hear that call today? How about this? Don't be in a Hail Mary situation. I said to you all week last week, you cannot settle for field goals against this team. You can't do it. Can't. You settled for 3 of them, guys. Chiefs fumbled the opening kickoff of the second half. Huge break. Harrison Buckner is one of the better kickers indoors. I think he's made 21 in a row. Missed a chippy from 35 yards. Those are gifts given to you. That doesn't mean you got to give them back. Look, I like a lot of what I saw. They played hard. They had a duct tape secondary out there, and they kept on going. Somehow, some way, and you got to give Patricia credit on it, somehow, some way, they were able to keep those wide receivers from running free. D-line was more impactful. Mahomes, look, you got lucky. He missed a lot of open guys. Doesn't do that very often. Well, hey, you did a nice job. You got him off his spot now and again. You pushed the pocket now and again. You hit his arm now and again. You played really well. But the problem, you played just well enough to lose. And that's where it bums me out. Because I don't feel like you should have lost that game. I don't feel like you should be 2-1-1 today. You should have beaten that team, but you made a couple of catastrophic errors. That's amidst your quarterback playing fantastic football. And by the way, for the people who knock Stafford, please, if yesterday didn't convince you that he is one of the toughest players in football, then nothing will. If you're going to critique what the man makes, if you're going to critique him, stick to performance. You can never question this dude's toughness. You can't. You can't. He was a warrior yesterday. Running game was in better order. Like I said, there's a lot to like. But I'm bummed out because I feel like you blew this. You did it. You settled for 3 field goals. You couldn't get a stop on 4th and 8. You couldn't keep them out of the end zone. 2 fumbles inside the 5. That's not division-winning football. It's not. And I know what the lazy refrain is today because I've heard it all day on this station. We can play with anybody. I'd be careful with that. I really would. For a day you did. But you want to say you can play with anybody, you got to start not only playing with them, but beating them. And yesterday was a game you really had no business losing. Kansas City rolled that thing on a platter to you. That might be the worst you see KC play all year. And that might be the best I see you play. And you still fell short. So be careful trotting that refrain out today. You want that refrain to be a thing, let me help you with something. You got 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You put your balls on the table. Lambeau Field, Monday Night Football. Put your church bells out on the table and let's see what rings. You want to win this division? You want to be real? You want everybody kissing your ass? Go beat Green Bay. Off the bye week, bright lights, let's go. I'm encouraged by a lot of what I saw yesterday. I thought they could be a 9-win team this year. They're kind of validating some of that. They're going to have to steal one somewhere because I still think it might take 10 to get in. But if you want to talk division and you want to talk we can play with anybody, do me a favor. In a big game that will have Green Bay's attention, go and beat them. And then we can have all kinds of conversations. Conversations that are exciting and tantalizing. Talk about the division. Talk about a home playoff game. Talk about real stuff. But yesterday, you had no business losing. None. Mahomes was 0 for 9 on deep passes. I gotta be honest, 5 or 6 of them, he just missed. You didn't have nothing to do with it. Don't talk to me about Tracy Walker trailing a guy by 3 yards and tell me he made a play. You got a few breaks, and the problem is you gave him right back. That doesn't work for me. Should have won it, didn't, and it's your fault. You call in and blame the refs, you're a loser. You can't do it. A couple weeks ago when MSU got screwed by the Pac-12 refs, did I blame the refs? Because I'm not a loser. MSU never should have been in that position. They never should have been in that spot. Play better, be better, overcome it. Period. You got to clean up the garbage. In every game this year, you've had that same type of thing. A debilitating penalty. A bad turnover. A blown cover. You know why you gave up 4th and 8? Because you blew a coverage. Patricia, I give him all kinds of credit. He's trying to take the blame for it. But anyone watching and who knows what they're watching, you had 2 guys peel off with the running back out of the backfield. Only one of them should have. There's not a defense in the world where 2 guys go in. Not a defense on earth. You blew it. You had 4th and 8, ready to roll. And then the worst part, you didn't keep him out of the end zone to force overtime or get the ball back. So I don't want to hear about your conspiracies. I don't want to hear about what should have been blown dead. The Galladay. You know what? I'll be honest with you. I thought the broadcast crew yesterday might have been drunk. Like, I don't know what Charles Davis and that other guy are thinking when the Galladay play happens. The dude bobbled the ball twice, one of which he was laying out of bounds. You're never getting that call. And then Pereira comes on and basically goes, guys, he bobbled it twice. It's an incomplete pass. And Charles Davis is like, well, I disagree. Learn the effing rules. It's not hard. I wanted it to be a touchdown because Galladay's unbelievable when he's locked in, and when Stafford finds him, good stuff happens. But stop.
Mike, it was Dean Blandino. Come on, can we get it right?
I'm sorry. Dean, who looks like he just left Lavo Ultra Lounge.
With his cocktail glass on
Yeah.
there, right?
Hey, guys. Well, clearly a nice floral tie.
Hate that guy.
I can't stand Blandino. By the way, he's got a new podcast out if you want to check that out.
I'll be sure to put that on my list.
I heard the promo the other day when I was listening to one of the football pods I enjoy. I go, oh, Sully's got to get all of this. But that's really the message, guys. Look, I respect the hell out of the team's effort. Should have won the damn game. But every week this year, they continue to make these errors, and I told you, you don't clean it up, it's going to cost you games. You had this. This was yours. It's your game. Chiefs did not come here focused. That's not the Chiefs' best game. And I don't want to hear about the things you did. Let's face this now. When Mahomes doesn't hit guys that are open, I can't give you credit for it. You want to talk about Justin Coleman punching a football like that's the first guy ever to invent that move? Come on, guys. Take advantage of it. Beat this team. You settled for 3 field goals. You fumbled twice inside the 5. You didn't stop a 4th and 8. Come on. They had this game. So I'm encouraged on one hand. I'm discouraged by what I hear, but then again, you people have been treated to 60 years of losing, so naturally, this comes natural to you. The refs, you can listen to a different show. You're insane. 248-539-9797. So let's talk. 97-1. That is football. Football season, Buffalo Wild Wings. Watch the games. Thursdays at B-Dubs. Buy one, get one boneless wing. 100% more wings for, 0% cost. So buy boneless wings on Thursdays. You settle in for the Thursday night football. Now's nice, too. You get both the college and the pro game. You get 2 different TVs going. And watch them all at Buffalo Wild Wings. No fall weddings, no man caves. It's time to watch football the way it was meant to be watched. Tackling a mountain of wings, bellied up to the bar, and enjoying Buffalo Wild Wings. It's as simple as it gets. Head in Thursdays. Buy one, get one, boneless wings. Do the deal. It's Buffalo Wild Wings. Buy one snack or small order, get one of equal value free, not valid with any other coupon or offer. Dine in and take out participating locations only. While supplies last, and Roberto, I know you were asking, one offer per customer, sir. It's Buffalo Wild Wings.
This This is the last week to save. Flame Furnace is offering 10% off inspections and 5% off any residential HVAC equipment. The sooner you schedule, the better the deal you receive. Call Flame at 888-234-2340 or go to flamefurnace.com. Helen, she's loved every minute of her 76 years. From childhood dance recitals to summer vacations up north to building a family with her high school sweetheart. Helen has a lifetime of memories stashed away in her heart. But we know what makes it tick, what makes it flutter. You see, in some ways, we know Helen's heart better than she does. At the Henry Ford Heart and Vascular Institute, our internationally renowned team is using 4D imaging and 3D printing to understand your heart inside and out, using prediction modeling to give you better outcomes, and pioneering new pathways of hope. Like how we fixed Helen's inoperable condition without any incisions. People from all over the world come to the Henry Ford Heart and Vascular Institute searching for solutions to incurable problems. We have our fingers on the pulse of what's next, all so you don't miss a beat. Discover what we can do for you at henryford.com/3dheart. Henry Ford Health System, all for you.
Hey, get this. I'm getting free delivery on my groceries this month.
Free? How are you doing that?
Just by using code HOMEFREE on the Walmart grocery app.
That's for all your groceries? What about fresh fruit for your kids' lunches?
Free delivery.
Veggies for weekend dinner?
A free delivery.
And that dinner party you're hosting?
Free delivery. Sorry.
Use code HOMEFREE to get free delivery all month. Walmart. Save money, live better. $50 minimum offer expires October 31st.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like company pages where you can get people excited about working for you. And we give you this toy monkey, which will bang its cymbals when the right resume appears. Okay, there is no monkey.
I said there is no monkey.
But company pages, for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo to try company pages for free. Terms and conditions apply.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face. And there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere. Your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet happy with Zoom.
Hi, this is Dan Weingarts asking you to help us mow down hunger. Weingarts partners with Gleaners and other local food banks to raise 1 million meals for hungry kids. Through October 8th, Weingarts will match donations so kids have the food they need to learn at school. Visit Weingarts.com to help.
Your opinion matters. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. Book your stay at the D by visiting thed.com. The D Las Vegas, the home for Detroit sports in Vegas.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere.
All right, right to the people. I have bloviated long enough. Ron is in Clinton Township. He's up next. Ronnie, what's going on, bud?
Mike, how you doing?
I'm good. What's on your mind here?
Hey, listen, I'm calling to represent the old crowd, so I can't wait another year or 2 or 3, all right?
Yeah.
Lions have to make something dramatic. And I wanted to get this whole argument about Jalen Ramsey. And I want to throw out 2 examples to make the Lions into an elite or a near elite defense, which could take them to the promised land. I'm talking about what Aaron Donald did to the Rams, and look what Khalil Mack did to the Bears. Okay? If you throw in a guy like Ramsey, I tell you what, I like our chances a hell of a lot better on that last game of the season against Green Bay when we're tied. Okay?
The problem with Ramsey. The problem with Ramsey is twofold.
I know.
Well, no, I mean the attitude thing. I'll leave that to the coaches. That's a very noisy distraction. Now, here's the understand this. He wants to win. Yeah. I don't know that him coming to Detroit is going to make him happy. Yes, you're going to have to pay him, David, and you're going to have to pay him higher than Slay, and that's a problem because Slay is already the second highest paid corner. Which means for 1 year you'd have the duo. You would have given up 2 first-round picks, and then you'll have to trade Darius Slay in the offseason. Ron, it sounds good on paper. I can't do it.
Ask Sully, when you take 3 down, sometimes you got to roll the dice.
Oh.
Okay? This is the year. Not only that, let me throw out one thing.
Go ahead.
The Bevel, the new OC, like everything, you get a first-year OC, catching a lot of these teams by surprise. They don't know how to play this guy yet. That way that offense is playing, along with a beefed-up defense, I'm telling you, we could take it to the promised land.
Ron, I'm not arguing.
First week, a first-round home game.
All right, I agree. But I'm not giving up 2 first-round picks and then having to trade Slay just to get a first-round game. I will trade for Rand. And by the way, I don't think the Jags want to get rid of the guy. They've just shown no motivation to get rid of this guy. They've had every opportunity. He's talked his way out. He's tried to do everything he can. I don't think they want to get rid of him. I mean, I hope they do. I don't know. Go to Corey, 97.1. What's up, Corey?
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm great, bud. What's on your mind?
Enjoying the show. Keep it up, guys. Few things. First of all, I'm starting with the heaviest thing. I think Stafford is setting up to retire. I don't know if it's injury. I think they're going to be serious the next couple of years, and they're going to try to really do something while he's here. But I think he's ready to go out.
What leads you to that? What leads you to that state?
I've just been feeling it. I've been feeling it about him. Like he really want to perform before he leaves. I don't know what it is. It's strange, isn't it?
All right, well, I don't feel that way, but okay.
Don't look at the history of Barry Sanders or Kelvin Johnson, haunch with Stafford. I hear you.
That might be what it is. But look, I'm like you, man. I ain't worried about no play. We shouldn't have been in this situation. We had them, 2 fumbles, game was over. You don't do that against the Chiefs.
No, and again, it's something I don't think the average fan talks about. Settling for field goals gets you beat, Corey. You can't do it. You can't kick 3 field goals and expect to beat the Kansas City Chiefs in a game that resides in the 30s. You can't. I talked about this. 1, okay. 2, maybe. 3, you're probably dead. Go to Nick, 97.1. What's up, Nick?
Hey, what's going on?
How are you, brother?
Hey, I'm doing good. That was a hell of a game.
It was.
Really cool to watch.
The fans were great, too. The fans were unbelievable with the noise.
Oh, man. I wanted to bring up, I had talked to the screener before I called, and then I heard your 4 o'clock take, and, you pretty much just answered, everything just right on the nose. Everything from point A to point B. But the 3 things that I wanted to bring up were, last week you had talked this game up about David and Goliath.
Yeah.
And then Goliath, let's be honest, he went home, with a tail between his legs, in my opinion. And,
I think what you saw, look, and understand this, Kansas City brings their best game, nobody beats them. Maybe New England.
Yeah.
Outside of that, you needed them to not be great, and you needed to bring your best. And I thought you brought just short of your best. And that's the disappointment is you were still good enough to beat them, but your mistakes just crippled you.
I hear you on that. And my second thing that I want to bring up that no one has really even touched on is all of the quarterback performances against this Lions defense are mediocre. So I don't think that you get a series of 4 games where QBRs are at 80 and every single one of those teams, you're going to sit here and tell me that they had a bad day.
Okay.
I think any team in the future, I'm just saying this, Mike. I'm just letting you know.
I'm just letting you
You're
know.
going to have a bad day against the Lions on Monday night. You watch.
Nick, you done? Like, the Chargers almost had 500 yards of offense, and Rivers went all over the field. You think Carson Wentz had a bad day because of you? His receivers dropped 7 passes, and they were all backups. Like, just be careful with that.
How is that consistency of a number at that we're 4 weeks in?
Because the QBR for Carson Wentz with 7 drops grossly affected his overall. This week, Mahomes missed wide open guys. He was 0 for 9 on deep throws. I just don't think it had anything to do with you. Look, at the end of the year, you want the sample? Go for it. I want to win. I don't know. I just don't get tied up in that. And guess what? If you do it to Aaron Rodgers, I would be mammothly impressed. Like, incredibly impressed. I want you to win that game because it gives us 2 months of talking real football. Beat Green Bay. You have a legitimate discussion about being a division contender, but you gotta beat it. There's nothing short of that that's going to change my mind. You got 2 weeks. Green Bay is going to play an incredibly physical game this weekend against Dallas. You got to go up there. Their underbelly's going to get softened up by the Cowboys, who are physical as all hell. Go in there, surprise everybody, beat them. Announce yourself that, no, we don't come close. We don't play with. We can win these games. And put Green Bay on notice, put the North on notice, on notice. You start doing that, then you can bring QBRs to me and I'll take a listen. The first 4 weeks, circumstantial at best, and you know why. You know why in your heart. Yesterday, I thought that they did the best that they could with a limited cast. Kudos. That's why I'm bummed out that they gave the game away. 248-539-9797. Sully, pull up a glass.
I'll tell you a team that never loses, does nothing but win. That's Coppercraft Distillery, and their team, guys, they have so many award-winning spirits and handcrafted cocktails, whether it's their straight bourbon whiskey, whether it's the canned cocktails that are becoming really popular as well. Now, make sure when you're down at Ford Field, or you're down at LCA, or you're down at Comerica Park, or you're down at Hockeytown, you try out Coppercraft for yourself when you're downtown. I think you're really going to like it. And like I said, even if you don't believe me, they've been winning all sorts of not only local awards, but national awards as well. Try it out for yourself. Coppercraft Distillery. And it's also great to support a local product. They're from Holland, Michigan. They've been winning Bourbon Distillery of the Year awards. They've been winning awards certainly for all their cocktails and their drinks. Make sure you follow them on social media as well. CoppercraftDistillery.com. You can learn more. And like I said, maybe you just want to check out their bourbon, right? Check out their gin, their vodka. You can certainly do that at any of the stadiums downtown. Learn more at CoppercraftDistillery.com. Coppercraft Distillery, Holland, Michigan. Never when it's young, only when it's ready.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
This report brought to you by the UPS Store. The roads are accident-free on your drive this afternoon, but there is a disabled vehicle Southfield Freeway northbound the exit ramp to 8 Mile. It's off to the right shoulder with a backup right around 7 Mile. Also, just some heavier traffic Southfield northbound between Ford Road and 96 Jeffries, and also heavy in pockets through road work 94 both directions between 275 and Telegraph. The UPS Store has every ing you need to promote your business, including printing. From business cards to brochures to banners, they're here to handle all of your printing needs. The UPS Store, every ing for small business, and of course shipping. I'm Michelle Pena in the WWJ 24-hour traffic center.
Coming up Tuesday morning at 7:25. You can win $2,000 at the 2 Grand Slam. And at 8:35, we'll be joined by the great Nicholas Lindstrom. Jamie and Stone. Mornings, 6 to 10.
On the line with Steve Berry of Sports Plus Network. Steve, it looks like an exciting Monday night football game.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting game tonight. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh lane 4. The total's 43.5. Both teams coming in at 0-3. Cincinnati off a loss to Buffalo. Pittsburgh off a loss to San Francisco, 24-20. Last year, Pittsburgh won both games by a total of only 10 points. This is exactly the type of game that you can win. The type that everyone else doesn't even pay attention to because of the poor record of 2 contestants. But we dissect a game like this because they're the easiest to uncover game-changing info and the easiest to win. Give us a call, 1-888-895-6555. We will release the winner of Cincinnati-Pittsburgh at no charge. Make the call now, 1-888-895-6555. Cincinnati-Pittsburgh at no charge.
That's Sports Plus Network, 888-895-6555.
Is your business still settling for slow internet? Well, time is money. Switch to Comcast Business now and get a great deal on fast, reliable internet. With a 30-day money-back guarantee, installation when it works for you, and 24/7 customer support. It's time to take your business beyond. Right now, get 75 megabit internet for $49.95 per month for 2 years when you add 2 voice mobility lines and sign up for paperless billing and auto pay. Plus, we offer solutions like powerful Wi-Fi that thinks about what customers
you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call 1-800-LOW-RATE.
Plants capture CO2. What if we could help industrial plants capture it too? Think how we could help lower emissions. More and more scientists think carbon capture is key to reducing CO2 emissions globally. It's one way ExxonMobil is helping industrial plants be more like plants. That's the unexpected energy of ExxonMobil.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company presents.
Lena, when we're not telling people that Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, I've actually been moonlighting as a DJ. Check it! Here's the good part! Liberty, 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 liberty. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Sports news all day, every day.
After falling to the Chiefs yesterday down at Ford Field, Lions now officially on their bye week. Won't return to game action until October 14th when they visit the Packers. They have announced, though, that tight end TJ Hawkinson is officially in concussion protocol. Week 4, meanwhile, will come to a close tonight in Pittsburgh. Steelers playing host to the Bengals. We'll have it for you right here on the ticket starting at 7:30. League also suspending Raiders linebacker Vontaze Burfict for the rest of the season. That for his helmet-to-helmet hit on Colts tight end Jack Doyle. Pistons just a week away from opening up the preseason with the Magic downtown. Held their media day today in Auburn Hills. Andre Drummond said he loves playing here in Detroit, but is not worried about being in a contract year. Well, head coach Dwayne Casey says they're not yet a championship-level team, but are taking small steps to get there. Angels have fired former Tigers manager Brad Ausmus, and for just one season